Hello, everyone. Santier here, also known as Ben.
Hello.
Because my sister joined me. She said hi. We're paused because it's Majora's Mask and there's a timer. So we wanted to... I just tried to move the camera with a C-stick. Oh, no. So we wanted to go check out some stores.
Yeah, we want to see if the we went after night had happened to the trading post. And normally, what I've always remembered is that there are two people who work at the trading post, one during the day and one during the night. And the one who works there in the daytime then does the curiosity shop at night. But we noticed that the curiosity shop guy was still there, like, at 6:30 or whatever. So we were curious to see, that the trade-off has happened, presumably at this point at the trading post. And yes, it has. So I wonder if it happens right at, if you're in the store here at 10, would you see them switch over? That might be an interesting thing to try to spot sometime.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this guy during the daytime, like I said, he's in a tree by the observatory in Termina Field trying to get some red rupees. Welcome, huh? Hey, you're just some dicky scrub kid. But let's go take a look at the trading post guy now that he is the curiosity shop guy instead.
There's a fish over that.
Yes, it's interesting decor. I noticed there are little tables in there. It's almost like you want to eat there or something. But it's one of the only shops that's open kind of 24/7, basically. So here we have the curiosity shop. And you can see it's the same guy. He's taken off his toupee, he's put on glasses, and he's still scratching himself. Hey boy, shouldn't you be with your parents? Go on, get.
There's a dark nut in the background.
And that is actually where you can look out of its eyes. And you can spy on what is happening in here.
It's midnight now, so is it too late to see the handoff?
I think the handoff is between midnight and 1. I'm guessing he's walking in at 12:30. And then at 1 o'clock or so, they start talking to each other, is my assumption. 100. Don't be such a rupee pincher, you miser. 200. Well, why don't I just offer you even less? And this is the bomb shops. How about if I tell them all about you? All right, fine. I'll take it, but you're guilty too. Don't be a fool. A seller selling goods is just a middleman who's trying to provide his customers with a good product. Look, I know nothing. If it comes to me, I buy it. I'm a charitable organization that helps people in need. I thought I should be doing an Italian accent or something. An Italian-American accent. I understand. Then the total is... It's 50 now. So there you go. What? You said 100. Oh, so you don't want me to take it off your hands. Wait, it's a deal. You must feel sorry for Sakon.
Yeah.
This curiosity shop guy is taking advantage of me. I just want my fair share. It is interesting because neither of these guys are coming across looking as great because, they're stealing and all of that. And the curiosity shop guy, particularly the interaction, is not looking great. But in some ways, he's a sympathetic character in that he's an old friend of Cafe's. He knew Cafe, growing up and stuff like that. And Cafe trusts him. So it's interesting just kind of there's some moral complexity, I guess you could say. You're disrupting me! Oh, he does his runs at night, too. There's some moral complexity in terms of, he's a thief, he's a guy that sells stolen goods.
A fence.
He's a fence, all that stuff, Not great things, but also he helps his friend in need, and his friend is the son of the mayor. But just kind of interesting, that there is some gray area, I guess, with his character. So...
This game definitely has more of that than others.
Yeah. Well, it's considered to be kind of the black sheep of the Zelda franchise a little bit, right? Or the purple sheep, because it's not a red, it's a purple logo.
Yeah, I don't know if opinions on it have changed over time.
I
decades since it came out.
I get the impression that it's, what's the term they use for it? Like a sleeper hit or a cult classic where the kind of thing where it's not popular when it first comes out, and that maybe there's a small but really devoted group. I feel like there's a lot of people, if you go to YouTube or something, a lot of people will say that this is their favorite game and talking about it and stuff like that.
That's your favorite Zelda.
Yeah, my favorite Zelda. People say it's their favorite Zelda too, or they like it for whatever reason. So I think it's the one where it has notoriety or fame or whatever. It's well known. For the things that maybe other people don't like it for, but people who do like it really like it for those things.
Yeah, I think for some people the timer is just
Yeah, I
a
definitely
deal breaker.
I get that impression that some people just cannot deal with it. And also I think it might have been difficult when if they tried playing it as a kid. Like if they put Ocarina of Time as a kid and then tried to play this as a kid, that was something that's difficult. So we didn't have it a problem, but his fingernails are black. I doubt that's fingernail polish either. Oh dear. Anyway, paper, please.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, you saved me. I don't want to know. This fell down here. I'll give it to you.
Thanks.
I don't know. I need more paper to wrap it in so I'm not touching this. Can we get some hand sanitizer or something?
I think I need something stronger than hand sanitizer.
Let's go to laundry pool and wash our hands.
I got a piece of art, by the way.
Do you really want that piece of art? Oh dear. Well, it's amusing. Like
it makes you healthy.
Who puts things like that in the game? You know, it's such a bizarre thing to put in. Someone had fun, I guess, doing that.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that's really interesting about sticking you in Clocktown is a pretty decent-sized town, particularly for this era. I mean, it's composed of the 5 regions, right? Plus a bunch of interiors.
Can we go ahead and milk bar?
But one of the things that's really interesting...
Oh, but never mind. We can only go during the day, I guess, when it's not open. Latte. Limited run milk. And members only establishment. If you don't have a membership, you'll be refused service.
But one of the things that's really interesting about basically, like, forcing you to spend the entire first cycle of the game here is that it...
Treasure chest.
Oh, yeah, that's something that could maybe
You do it as a Goron to get a piece of heart, though.
But something that's really interesting about having it be this first cycle, because most people know this is a time loop game, is that you spend that time kind of getting to know the town and its layout and its people and stuff, and that makes for a very interesting sort of initial experience.
Yeah.
It's very different. Like Hyrule Castletown is comparably small.
Definitely smaller.
And this one just gives you a lot more to sort of explore and investigate. But it also kind of like says, hey, go do that.
Yeah, because you're stuck here for 3 days. Like, it's not until midnight in the 3rd day that you can actually, like, do anything, right? After, like, the things that you have to do, don't bother us. You know, you have to get the piece of the Great Fairy, return it to her to get magic, do the thing to get the bombers stuff so you can go to the observatory and get the moon's tear and give it to the Deku Scrub so that you can use that Deku flower to get to the door when it opens. And you can, like, I mean, obviously if you are having to figure out what you're doing, hey Deku Scrub, are you alone? What happened to your parents? Surely they're somewhere in this town worrying about you. Go find them and leave town together. See, he wants you to leave town because it's the 3rd day now. But like, if you don't know what you're doing, obviously that might take some degree of time to figure that out. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I was distracted by something. So if you know what you're doing, you can do that, like, pretty quickly, really, right? It wouldn't take that much time to do. And obviously, if you're trying to figure it out, it could take more time, but you can do that pretty easily all, like, the first day. Then you've got 2 more days. Like you said, the speedrunners, like, talk to the scarecrow or something, or the grandmother to tell her stories to, like, have the time go by. But you probably don't know you can do that the first time you're playing, or like, you wouldn't choose to do that because you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you have more things to do or whatever. So you're kind of, the first time, you probably have a lot of free time to just, like, talk to people, try things out, what have you. So there's the swordsman. I guess you could enter the mighty training center. Even if you can't. Do you remember the code? Oh, that's nice that they tell it to you.
Yeah.
Though I imagine once you go back in time, they wouldn't anymore. Though I think you can, like, do the mini game. You do the mini game again, but why would you, right? Can you make his gong make noise? If you wish to study the way of the sword at this training center, come after you've become an adult. I think it's fascinating that... Oh, it doesn't make any noise. That's sad. That apparently having a sword confers adulthood on Link. that like this guy is like come back when you're an adult, but if you're Link with a sword, he'll let you do it. Or like the guys at the entrances or exits or whatever to Clocktown are like, you're a child, go back into your parents, and you know you can't leave without your parents. And if you're Link, they start doing that and they realize you have a sword. Oh, you're basically an adult. Like having that weapon kind of grants adulthood to him.
Yeah. I also find it interesting that they have little dots on the map to show doors.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that Ocarina of Time did that.
We have never done the lottery. Would you like the chance to buy your dreams for 10 rupees? Pick any 3 numbers, and if those are picked, you'll win 50 rupees. It's only for the first person. Too bad. Now's your chance. Is it like for the next day? Or I think it's at night. I think I read something about it, and it's like you do it between 6 and 6, and then from like 6 to midnight, you can go and figure out what the answer was or something. I imagine it's not the same every time, right?
I have no idea how it works.
Give him 2 rupees. Not expecting to get any more rupees, huh? Hey, every little bit counts, right?
It does.
We want to get that adult's wallet as soon as possible. Wait, what? Did you... Why are you repeating it twice?
I accidentally put in
okay.
1.
That ain't nothing at all. Big spender, but if you say so. You're 26 rupees now. You're a 1/8 of the way to getting 200, right?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
I mean, 1 over. So let's see. This is now 3 things tall, right?
Yes. And there's now... I think they actually might have the last bit completed with the...
Well, the guys are gone at a certain point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Braymar, but I'm going too. Yeah, so he's like saying, I'm going to leave town after all. I'm getting nervous enough about this.
That's a lot bigger.
Why is this guy green?
Because the saturation
That's
is
right.
so
I
high.
forgot. Everything's green. I'm sure it'll... Are you going to be changing saturation for the people watching?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have it.
Well, for us, the sky is literally green. It was really strange. Everything is green.
It's going to be somewhat green for y'all, too. That's just kind of how it works, but...
it is completely green.
When I was editing the Ocarina of Time, to get the colors to look more or less right, I had to take the saturation value and have it.
That's amazing. The music, like I said, I love that the music changes every day, and it's so frantic sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already went there last night. It is. I really like that they do that and have that. Oh, so he's here on the third day. It's interesting. Maybe it's because he's probably maybe hanging out in the back of the Curiosity Shop or something. The Curiosity Shop guy.
Oh, you might be right, yeah.
Because I know certainly if you are doing the Cafe Andrew subplot, he's doing that.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's more complicated though than just like this guy's doing it in the day and this guy's doing it in the night.
What do you think they're selling here?
10 of something.
Or it's 410.
I don't know.
2 pictures of the same fish?
I like that.
This is always such an interesting shop to me.
It is because like the walls are painted like outside, but it also has like a tree and water.
Yeah.
Also, his pants look from the 90s.
I mean, yes. He's the roof guy, I think.
Oh, in Ocarina of Time? Yeah, he's on the roof, you're right. In Kakariko. Look, there's a fish.
Yeah.
And there's like a little fire thing there. See, I told you there was a table and chairs, like just to eat here. Like, I could see this. That could be a kind of interesting thing. But it's a really, like, I can imagine. It's like...
it's a very odd shop.
What I'm thinking of right now is it's reminding me of
What do they claim this
Cabela's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or something where they've got like all the stuffed animals around.
This feels like fishing gear.
It definitely feels like a fishing place. Fishing lures or something. It's called trading
friggin'
post.
fishing rods right there.
Yeah. Well, they got fish literally in the store too.
Yeah.
So. You don't want to break the pot to see if there's something in it?
I don't need a rupee to feel compelled to deposit.
Okay. You might be able to get more than 1 rupee.
Yeah.
You never know. I like how there's flower pots here too. Like, this is such a charming little like street. I can just imagine this in like some kind of touristy town of shops along this, going up the hill street and everything. Oh, well, that's a small customer. That's so cute how she's talking about you being a child that way.
Yeah.
Be careful during the fireworks. You can use bombs once you become an adult. But if you're a child but have a sword, then you can use bombs too. Like, it's just really interesting. Oh, we should look at the things on their wall. Hello, did you come to buy a powder keg? This is just between us, but you already told me this, so I'm sure I brought it up.
And then they have a friggin' like rocket ship.
Yeah. And you can see, by the way, on the clock, you can see that it's at the top. It's running the time. And that's like the 5-minute thing there, where it's a little bigger. And that right there is on the hour. That red one was for the hour. And that's a minute. And if you actually look, I don't know if you saw. Sorry, I was looking at the clock again.
Yes, you were.
Aw, you're leaving?
We're gonna go look at the big one.
The thing in the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. The thing in the middle also shifted when you switched the hour. They have patterns on the wall.
It looks like a face.
I can totally see that. That's like a Mickey Mouse nose or a Sonic nose or something with
Clown
the eyes.
nose is what I was thinking.
And that is definitely...
It caught me off guard as I was walking this way.
Wow, it just turned red.
Yeah, it's because it's almost night.
Oh, is it really already? Wow, that was fast. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, time goes so fast when you don't have the time.
Time goes so fast when you're not standing around talking
but,
in the middle of a dialogue.
So you can see in that thing in the middle, I'm pointing, no one can see, I'm sorry. It's got dots, though, the middle part, and when we go around, you can see it's at the 15 till. And it's going to shift over, except we probably won't be able to see it because of the... Yeah, you can see it. But that red thing in the circle in the middle... is now, see, it just moved. And see, it switched over from day to night. It went from a sun to a moon. So you can tell it's PM, quote unquote. So you can see it actually is like a functioning clock, just with a different format. I think it's really interesting to think about using a clock in a different way than what we're used to. Hey, Deku kid, you waiting for us to finish the bridge from the festival tower to the clock tower entrance up there? Sorry, my apprentices panicked and ran away. This is all we get for a festival tower. It's not quite tall enough, is it? Sheesh. Even if we went to the top of the festival tower, we wouldn't be able to get up to the clock tower entrance. I apologize for all this. I wish I could scare that moon away. So yeah, I guess they're supposed... And they do that every year? Like, every year they have to build this tower and a bridge? Like, that's so inefficient. I love how he's, like, staring at the sky and then he stops to block you when you walk up to him. Stop right there, Deku Scrub. I would like to help you get out of town as quickly as possible, but your parents must be looking for you. If I let you out now, you'll just get lost. You had better wait here. That was so inefficient to have to build that tower every single time. Wow. But I think
it's just a wooden structure.
I know, but I think it's still rebuilding it every year. I think it's cool though that they made a functioning clock that functions in a different way than our clocks function.
Yeah.
But it has its own logic and it makes sense too. So it's kind of cool. Like that's the thing with science fiction and fantasy, of like reinterpreting things or looking at things from a different angle. Like there's a lot of things we just take for granted. This is how the world works. That it's easy to like re-examine if you look at it from in a fantasy or science fiction context.
I like how Deep Space Nine, for example, just casually has
the clapping.
Well, the backwards clapping, yeah, but the casual mentions of like that indicate it's a 26-hour day cycle rather than a...
So talking about Star Trek Deep Space Nine, a TV show, and the alien species, the Bajorans, when they clap where their hands are in the same direction, so it's the palm to the back of the hand that is being clapped instead of palm to palm.
Yeah.
And they don't like talk about that, they just have, that's the thing that happens. So they still have the idea of...
Oh, they just kicked me out.
That was really funny. They close at 9 apparently. On break, back in 1 hour. Oh, that must be the transfer of people or
transitioning.
Something.
There you go. You were curious about that.
Yeah. Well, but what's interesting is that that was the Curiosity Shop. That was not the Curiosity Shop guy that was in there, I don't think. So, we'll have to read. He sends a letter to himself. So you can actually follow him where he puts the letter in the mailbox, apparently, and then you can watch him pick it up, and then we can go and read it. So don't slack off. The heavens and the wife are watching, says Mayor Dotor. But he sent a letter to himself. It's on the bed there. You can read it. Yeah. To myself. You have been doing a great job delivering the mail. I have a request of my hard-working self. All of the townsfolk have taken refuge. I want myself to flee too. Even if it is not written on the schedule, I want myself to flee. Please? From me. Okay, 'Cause that was heartbreaking. But also I think it's funny that when you started reading the letter, it had his voice
Yeah,
sound effect, even though it's written, not spoken.
it's true.
Oh, I want to flee, but it's not written on the schedule. To me, the delivery schedule, it's the highest priority. That's his closet. You can't enter his closet, huh?
Nope.
He's got a bunny on it, which is a nice hint to the bunny hood.
Yeah.
Of course, he's the running man that gives you the bunny hood in...
No, he buys it.
Buys it, yes, that's right. In Ocarina of Time. That makes more sense. But the girls, are they still in the Stockpot Inn, or where are the girls? Actually, Stockpot Inn is abandoned, I think. We should see if the troop is there. I'm curious.
Nope, it's just straight up empty now in here.
Wow. So
All the stock is taken off the shelves,
yeah,
too.
so I'm wondering if on normal days... Oh, look at how terrified he is. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance till dawn. No. Oh, sorry, that's too bad. In that case, come back any time if you do decide you want to dance. By the way, we're not doing this again. So no, I don't want to learn it. Say no. Oh, sorry, that's too bad. He just looked really panicked, but I guess this is the way he dances.
The panic dance.
He's like the one guy that hasn't fled. And the kids, these little bomber kids, like they never go to bed at night.
They have to be there to tell you
I know.
how to do
but,
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious though. Go to Stockpot Inn, because I know that Anju and her mother and grandmother have fled to Romani Ranch.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know if the circus people are still there. Also, is Mayor Dotor? I guess they're probably closed if you tried to go there. But it's kind of creepy going to all these buildings and having no people there, you know?
Yeah.
Can you enter their, yes, see, she's gone. Is her diary gone too? Ah! Midnight. In the 3DS remake, they have the sky be red when the moon is starting to fall here.
It's pretty red.
It's well, no,
yeah.
like the sky is completely red. Like it's not blue.
Boy, that audio is crunchy.
It's not blue. It's like completely red, and it completely like everything is like got a red filter over it in terms of color, so it looks hideous. Like if you have like the final scene of your like when you play the Oath of Order and stuff, it just looks hideous. Let's see if we have a different thing now for this. Nope, it's the same thing. She didn't really rewrite it, I guess. We'll have to check it out on the first day, because the first day she does have a different entry though. But can we go really fast? Could you check to see if we can enter the room, the first room upstairs? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, it's unlocked now. Then you can get 100 rupees. I'm pretty sure there's 100 rupees in there. Ha! Alright, 99 rupees. Go.
To the bank.
We've got 5.5 minutes. You can go to the bank and then go to the clock tower. But yeah, it's kind of creepy, as I think I was saying before we were interrupted by whatever. It's kind of weird, like, going into all these buildings that you, like, stores, like, going into the store and there's no one at the counter.
Yeah.
Going to the stock pit and there's no one at the counter, you know, all that, like, it really actually, even though there's not a lot of characters, it really does give that sense kind of like, it's been abandoned and everyone's run away. It's kind of interesting. Alright. What's this? You need something? You been evacuated yet? You're amazing, little guy. Yep. Alright, you got 26. We're gonna double that and more. Woohoo! Aren't we awesome? 125. Making nice progress.
Just need 75 more rupees.
Yep, then we can get a bigger load.
Has the dog evacuated? Do you say anything different at this point?
It's the eve of the eve. Oh my goodness! It's the eve of the carnival, and I can't even get to the clock tower stairway entrance. This stinks worse than the dongo breath. It better be the last of the surprises. The last of the surprises. Like, are you looking at the moon? He's just being stubborn at this point. Oh, it's so huge. Holy cow! It's really gotten big and close.
It's big and ominous.
Don't stop now! Look, you can get up there now.
They actually do give you a lot of direction and guidance here.
And see, this is the moon, because it was the sun before, but now it's the moon. This is the clock face you can see. It's pretty
Oh,
long.
yeah, because it tilts back or up on the whole thing.
Yeah, well, you're standing on the 6 o'clock hour thing that switches from day to night with moon and sun. I can't read that. I'm sorry.
Da 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 da.
Silence. Sis! Ah, Tail, we've been looking for you two. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who were there, bring them here. Did he learn about this by overhearing the Skull Kid putting this together, or how did he know?
I don't know.
Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother?
I like how they have different text color to indicate different speaker.
Yeah, I think that's pretty neat.
Like, they don't have portraits that they're able to use.
Uh-huh.
So this is a good way of doing it.
Yeah. Skull Kid, do you still think you're our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If that's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Hi, nose. I see your nostrils. Do you think their moon always has a face? It's just really close and falling right now?
I think there's a strong argument for that.
I mean, certainly the moon you're standing on the clock tower has a face. Like we do the man in the moon kind of thing, right? It's also a crescent moon, which I'm not sure how that works with it. But anyway. We're just here at the full moon time, I guess. Alright. You go about the Ocarina of Time. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. I know I put the back in the wrong place. It's fine. It meant the same thing. Use buttons. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you.
The one mention of Princess Zelda in this entire thing.
This is her cameo. Besides the title.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda. She has a cameo. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please, take this. I am praying that your journey be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. We talked in another episode about Hylia versus Din Furore and Nehru.
Yeah.
In this one, we get the Goddess of Time.
Yeah, there's a lot of deities that aren't super well explored in the Legend of Zelda series.
This Goddess of Time is never referenced before or after this game, as far as I'm aware.
Nope.
It's called Bun.
Yeah, you're right. It is called a.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to figure out
Do you
these
want-
buttons.
do
These
you want-
buttons are not C
Do you
buttons
want me
up
to
here.
do this for you?
No.
You
It's
could
because
use...
I wasn't using the stick, because it's much easier to play songs with buttons than with the stick.
I think you're allowed to use the stick, aren't you?
Yes, you can.
Then why did you use the... I think the stick would be easier. You thought the buttons were easier, apparently.
I prefer the buttons. For the
Anyway,
Song of Time.
you remembered the Song of Time. I think it's interesting that Ocarina of Time is called Ocarina of Time, where I almost feel like the Ocarina is more relevant in this game.
I agree.
I mean, certainly the time aspect of it. I mean, they're both got time travel, but you do it a lot more in this game. This melody, lingering on the edges of your mind, is a song of the memories of Princess Zelda. And also because the Ocarina of Time is your method of time travel, rather than the Master Sword being the method of time travel. The Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Goodbye, Zelda. Sir not appearing in this game? Is that what we should call her?
Madam not appearing in this game.
Dame not appearing in this game,
Yeah.
I think. Snap out of it! What are you doing, lost in memories? Get yourself together! Getting that old ocarina back isn't gonna help us. But the Happy Mask Salesman said we should get it back. Somebody, anybody! Goddess of Time, help us, please! We need more time!
So one of the things that's really cool that the randomizer does is it puts the ocarina and the 3 transformation masks on the D-pad.
Ah, that's nice. Huh? When did you get that instrument?
I like this feature as well.
That is different instruments for different creatures.
Yeah.
That's kind of, it gives a different
And there's
flair
5
to
pipes for the 5 different notes.
it. Yep. And there's 5 drums. And presumably 5 strings on his guitar. Nope.
Yep.
There you go. I think it's A, D, F, A, D, F. If you like music notes.
Save and return to the dawn of the first
We're
day.
finally saving.
We're finally saving.
We can relax. We've saved our progress. And this time they show you...
Goodbye, Deku Nuts.
Yep, farewell. Farewell to Deku, sorry. I'm thinking of farewell to Gibdo, so I was doing a pun off of that. We'll encounter that song much later in this game. Farewell to Gibdos. And they're actually showing us the flashbacks for this one. We haven't seen that Link for quite a while yet, now have we?
We have not.
Like, this game really does throw you in, of like, you're trapped in this town in this weird Deku form where you're not able to, you know, save or like leave or do anything. And now the game like is actually starting, right? Where you're able to be, you know, normal Link and go out and do stuff and use the sword and all of that. It definitely is a different kind of game. But what just happened? Everything has... I love that the clock's moving, but the dog isn't.
Yeah.
Start it over. There's the moon back up high in the sky. Oh, that rhymed.
Yep.
I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. That rhymed too. What are you anyway? That song you played, that instrument. That instrument! Wait, that's it, your instrument! The mask salesman said that if you got back the precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return you to normal. Did you completely forget or what? She is so much more of a character than Navi.
I mean, it's possible you forgot. This is the 3rd episode.
Yeah. She is definitely so much more of a character. Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp? I don't remember what voice I did for him, so I'm gonna make it up. Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it! Where was he storing this organ? Also, I love he pulls out this huge, ginormous organ, bigger than any organ ever, and he just to hit 3 notes.
Yep.
It's like F, A, B, F, A, B.
3 rows with more keys than I can count.
Or is it? No, it's B, A, F, sorry. B, A, F, B, A, F.
And like 6 foot pedals.
Yeah, it's like, I think this is bigger than normal organ. Like, cause you
Yes.
couldn't reach all the keys. You could like have
No.
a bench that you can slide across.
This
like,
is an organ for like 5 people.
yeah, this is crazy. And he just plays 3 notes. It's
Yeah.
really funny. Then listen to me. Please play this song that I'm about to perform and remember it well. BAF. Ooh, it's really fancy looking too. At least give us some chords if you're pulling that monster of an instrument out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's A, B, F, A, B, F, A, B, D, E, D or something. I don't remember. E, D, E. I don't know. Anyway, not important.
Song of Healing.
I like this song. Hello. Goodbye. Internet looked like a mad scrub, but this is not a mad scrub. Also, I'm noticing the Deku mask with having the 3 leaves on the top is not what you look like when you're wearing it, right? You've got like Link's hair and hat and stuff. But when you make the statue of the Elegy of Emptiness, it's got that kind of a hat of the 3.
It's interesting that it's the Song of Healing and not the Song of Masks.
Because it's healing. Well, we'll read it. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. But yeah, like, it turns them into masks, so you could make an argument for doing the Song of Masks. But Song of
Yeah.
Healing sounds more important.
It's a way to contain the
like, it's a game mechanic of we're using masks to transform, and we're using this to make the masks or whatever. But it's a way of doing that where it's got a Narvazad or lore background to it of like an explanation of how the mechanic works that sounds more impactful in the story and not just in the mechanics.
Yeah.
That you're like healing the troubled spirits. I am sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Ah, yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. I like that it's got a hollow mouth, so you can see him through it. That's funny. Yay, we got the Deku mask. Keep as a memento. And we can put it on the item screen to wear it and be a Deku. Now I have fulfilled my promise to you. So, please give me that which you promised me.
As soon as I have it.
That's what the music cuts out. Like, oh, we forgot that part, didn't we? Don't tell me. My mask. You did get it back, didn't you? Ah, scary eyes. What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. And now we're getting the explanation of the backstory. Like, they definitely give it to it in chunks, which is good, I think.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you all this when he first asked for it back. The mask that was stolen from me, it is called Majora's Mask. Title drop. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great. That's like the cutscene that plays, I think, if you let the moon fall. The ancient ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. Ooh, imagine my hair standing on end.
That would be a very impressive feeling.
How long is my hair? Over a foot, right?
2-3 feet?
No, 3 feet.
It's like 2 feet.
Do you know how tall I am? I am 5 foot.
It's
three.
probably.
It is not 3 feet.
It's probably like 2 feet.
I think maybe a foot and a half. 18 inches. I don't know. Oh, you have a ruler. What we're saying is that my hair standing on end would be very exciting to observe.
Okay, so that's.
We're measuring my hair.
Yeah, about 2 feet.
2 feet, really?
Maybe like or maybe like 1'10".
Okay, my hair is approaching 2 feet, so standing on end would be very exciting. I imagine he means when your arm hairs are standing on end, not your head hair. Your eyebrows are standing on end. No. And now, that imp has it! Interesting that the imp versus Skullkhead.
Yeah.
Does imp sound more, like, demonic? Like, you know, don't they have imps?
Mischievous?
I can see mischievous. I was thinking, like, you know, how they have imps in Doom, for example, right?
Yeah, but, like, it's just a word, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I think it's often used to kind of mean something a little demonic sometimes, but also mischievous, like you said.
Yeah.
All right, anywho's. I am begging you! You must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen! I'm begging you, you must do it! He's so funny looking.
He has great expressions.
He does. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strength. Believe. Okay, now you're taller. You need to look at his masks.
Yeah.
Also, notice time does not pass when you're in here.
Yes.
Isn't that cool? Like, you go inside the clock tower and time doesn't pass. So if you're ever feeling short on time, you don't want to pause for some reason, you can just come in here, like no matter what time it is, and time's not passing out there. Well, I can see Mario, and Mario.
Yeah, there's Mario and some other things I can't recognize.
I feel like there's like a weird grinning face or something. There's like is that like a wrestler or something right there?
Yeah.
Or almost like a Ninja Turtle or something. And like I said, the one over his shoulder is going to be on the mirror shield right there. The one's kind of like, staring with an open mouth. Like it's.
The problem is it's much easier to see them when Tattle is over there illuminating things.
Yeah.
She's a light source.
Isn't that funny? There's a red one that's grinning that looks kind of creepy.
Who's that?
Maybe we need to be even taller, like a Goron or something, yeah. Well, anyway, let us proceed. So, we were talking about, for this one, well, actually, we'll listen to Tattle first. That mask. The Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we've got to do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside town. There's one in each compass direction. What do you suppose he meant by the 4 who were there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should just go and find out. If we go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. They really do tell you what to do. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think our plan, though, is not to go in the direction of the swamp, but to do some mask getting and exploring around Clocktown now that we are human or Hylian. So I'm guessing we're doing it in the next episode, though.
I don't want to wrap up just yet. I want to get the bigger wallet.
Ah, okay. So let's get some money. Where do you want to get money from?
The other direction.
East Clocktown. Now, I'm used to doing this to get this silver rupee that I'm assuming you're going for when you have the bunny hood, when you can jump further when you have the bunny hood. So we'll see how it goes.
Let's grab the heart piece.
Let's see how. Ooh, good point. So we can see how this goes bunny hoodless. Do you also want to get the Bomber's Notebook right now, or do you want to...
I was thinking I would.
And do you want to slow down the flow of time or leave it fast?
Let's go ahead and... No, it's...
Da-da. No, sorry, it's backwards. There, you got it.
This is an incredibly useful power. The Scarecrow does tell you...
To play it backwards.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only place you ever hear about it. Like, you can easily, if you don't talk to the Scarecrow, not know that that's a thing. And I cannot imagine playing this game. Like, I can see maybe if people who were like, the time mechanic made it too difficult to play, maybe they didn't know about the Scarecrow telling you about slowing down time.
Tingle's flying now.
Yes, he is. Because trying to do this game without slowing down time, that should be its own, like, challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Can you beat Majora's Mask without slowing down time?
Ooh, we should talk to Madam. I don't know.
It's not open until 10 then. That's part of the mask getting that you said you wanted to wait for.
Well, we're here.
Okay. If you wanna pass through, you have to have the secret code.
It's what, 42315?
It's right here in front of you. There you go. I wrote it down, so he's looking. That's right. If you know the code, you must be a member, right? There's a lot of cool stuff at Helicopter's place. Oh, and Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever, or something.
Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever.
Now there is a silver rupee that we can't get until we have a bomb, either the blast mask or. Well, that's fun. That makes this easier. You're right. Good point. Or faster. Remember, you go across the water, so you can just bypass the Skulltula.
Also, I need to blow up this.
Yes. Another reason to be addicted.
Inexplicable Majora's Mask balloon.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Like, I get they have a lot of blocks in temples that have Majora's Mask's face on them, and I get that because, like, he probably put them there to be an obstacle. But
yeah, I think they're doing that with the balloon just to get you the idea of that's what you're shooting at.
Uh-huh. This is a fun song, too.
Yep.
So what was your motive? Do you want to get a moon's tear?
I don't know, felt like talking to this guy.
Well, you're a child I've never seen in town before. Are you a new friend of the Bombers? I always say that it is important to develop your interests while you are young. You can use the telescope to look around town. If you're interested, give it a try. And actually, there are a few things to look at. If you go to the east, which is that way, yes, you will, not that low to the ground, you will see a Deku scrub. That's not up.
That's a chew.
Yes. The chews in this game look nothing like the chews in like Wind Waker on.
Yeah.
So look around. Where is he? He's coming out of the city, I think. Somewhere you should be able to spot him. There he is. This guy is going to drop his bags off in a grotto, and if you watch him do it and then go in to talk to him, he will give you a piece of heart to not like take over, not tell anyone where he's hiding his stuff.
It's a secret for everyone.
It's his secret stash. So you better go watch him. Put it away. Are you zoomed in or anything? Because it feels like you're really... Okay, it just feels... You're not watching him very well.
I didn't see where he went.
He went east, which is... right. I know left and right, I swear. I think you might have missed him. Oh, there he is, there he is. Okay, so he's going in that hole. So make sure you can come out here a little bit later and go and talk to him and he'll do. But there are going to be some guys, if you look on top of the, again, to the east, which is right. If you see, there's actually doesn't guys. Where those guys are hanging out, if you actually go out into the field, you won't see people. There will be grottos where they are hanging out.
Ah.
So if you spot any of those guys, that means there's a grotto there. Pretty weird, huh?
Yeah.
Those are the Skulltula people, and I was gonna say they're the Skulltula
That's
people.
bugging out.
I was gonna say those are the Skulltula people in Ocarina of Time, but actually they also are the Spider House people. I think, like, you know.
Yeah.
The Spider House guy in Oceanside Spider House. Doing this in the daytime is nice because we can actually see a little better.
Crunchy audio again.
Oof. All right.
Can we actually look down that far?
Yes, you can. Cool. Jinx. And that's
There's
the
yeah.
with the 90s pants, yeah. That during the night is elsewhere. Well, how was it? Did you discover anything interesting? By the way, if you focus on his moon sphere right there, he'll talk to you about it. In case you wanted to have him talk to you about it. That is one of the lunar rocks that has been blazing from the surface of the moon lately. They fall from what looks to be the moon's eye, so I call them moon spheres. They are rare stones valued by many in town, hint hint.
This is such a cool mystical place.
It is. Like, look at the walls. Like,
They're wonky.
yeah. No, this time we're getting music. Last time we were here at night, so there wasn't music, but it came day, and there still wasn't music, which was weird.
You've got some of that classic Zelda theme in there.
Yep. Which is funny for not being in Hyrule to have the classic kind of Hyrule overworld theme or whatever.
Yeah, classic field theme.
Yeah. Anyway, you wanted to grab money and then end the episode, right?
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
All right, East Clock Town. Going back, and we'll get the Bomber's Notebook apparently on the way also. Looking forward to getting the bunny hood.
It'll be nice.
Very nice. Maybe there are fish in this water. Interesting.
I think there are. Yeah.
Do you think this is like a sewer, or what is this?
I'm not really sure. It's not super clear. There's a lot of things like this in video games where it's like, well, this is some sort of dank water canal thingy
Yeah.
that's like sewer adjacent.
Aha!
Kind of
Oh, we're taller than him. I guess he is younger than us looking. Hey, guy! You haven't passed my test, so how do you know my secret code? Nobody but Bombers knows that code, so why do you know it? Listen, guy. You're pretty good. You managed to figure out a code that only we know. Now that's something. I like you. What's your name, guy? Link, huh? All right. That Skull Kid broke our rules and is doing all kinds of stuff. I'm making Link a new member of the Bombers instead. This is the Bomber's Notebook. It contains the words we live by. Read it over. He's giving you a salute. All right. It's kind of cool because they're actually like their secret society is like to help people, which is
Yeah.
kind of neat. And obviously, as he said, the whole thing here with the Skull Kid is he's doing things to bother people and hurt them. Number 1, find troubled people and add their names and pictures. Only 20 people will fit in your book. Number 2, promise to help them. Mark promises with promise stickers. Never be late with fulfilling your promises. Number 3, whenever you solve someone's problems, it makes you happy, so a happy sticker will be added to your book. No moving stickers is number 4. Use promise stickers to keep track of people until everyone is happy. Don't forget the rules. Tattle, you tell that Skull Kid he's out of here. He's been acting like a real jerk lately.
Oh, they know Tattle.
Yeah, well, Tattle was kind of an honorary member, probably,
Yep.
if the Skull Kid was, right?
The Bomber Secret Society of Justice was added to your notebook.
Yay. All right.
Now look it up in your notebook.
And there are 20 Happy Masks, and you can put 20 people in here. And obviously, one of them is Giant's Mask, and one of the people is the Bombers, who don't have a mask. So I think it might be possible that every person you put in there gives you a mask.
Aha!
I'd
So
have to-
this is what goes in the spot.
Of course! That makes so much sense. We're idiots. So I'm guessing that the 19 masks go to the 19 other people, and then there's the Giant's Mask. But I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look at that.
I think
I don't think it's quite that. Yeah, because I'm thinking now masks of sense and things like that you don't get from people. So it's not 100% that, but it's kind of close. All right, you made it without having to use the bunny head. So yeah.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
get slightly more distance
Yeah.
roll jumping.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go turn in Z's rupees and get ourselves a big wallet and wrap up the episode. for
Yay.
today.
Now I believe in the remake, he doesn't like wait that long to give you the he just kind of automatically gives you the Bomber's Notebook or something.
I don't remember how it works.
They change it so you don't have to because in this you have to go back as a human and ask for the Bomber's Notebook. You have to either remember the
Yeah.
password and do what we just did, or you have to redo the game to have them tell it to you again and become a bomber. But I think that you kind of get it automatically in the remake. Again, with the trying to make it easier and streamline things. Again, with moving this guy, it should be right next to where the owl statue is and stuff, of kind of streamlining things. I like it where it is the way it is in this version. I don't like the streamlined version in that. I don't know. It makes more sense to me to have this guy where all the shops are. And then having more things to do and not just in South Clocktown, but in various places. What's this? You've already saved up 200 rupees? My little guy, here's your special gift. Take it. Woohoo! Adult wallet. And then also, having... See, doesn't it hold more than your old one? Fill it up and bring it all in deposit. And then also having... where you have to go through the thing with the bombers again, where it's not automatic, but you have to
Yeah.
do the stuff again. I think that makes more sense and is more interesting that way,
I agree.
and kind of rewards that exploration kind of stuff of going and talking to all these people. Well, anyway, I think we're stopping there, right, for the episode.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna end things. Next time we might even leave Clocktown.
Ooh, not just for the observatory, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.
Bye bye.